Come, come, whoever you are welcome here. No matter your age, your size, the color of your eyes, your hair, your skin, you are welcome here. No matter how you came here, if you came alone or with others, you are welcome here. No matter whom you love or how you speak, or whatever your abilities, you are welcome here. Whether you come with laughter in your heart or tears in your eyes, you are welcome here. If you come here with an open mind, a loving heart, and willing hands, then you are indeed welcome here.
Good morning. So this is the part where I usually say that welcome to First Unitarian Universalist Church of New Orleans. We're part of 3 denominations in the area that are called GNU, but you probably know that already. And those of you who don't, GNU stands for Greater New Orleans Universalist, Unitarian Universalist. So what I'd like to do here at First Church, we've been here since 1833, and a community gathering in love since 1833. So what I'd like to do this morning to welcome everyone, and I want to say this is not a competition. We're not going to count. We just want to know who you are. Would everyone that's visiting here from Community Church Unitarian Universalist please stand or wave your hand or let us know who you are? All right, welcome. Welcome. And those of you that have driven all the way across the lake this morning from the North Shore Unitarian Universalist Church, would you please stand or raise your hand and let us welcome you? Oh! Now then, do we have any visitors who are just visitors to New Orleans Unitarian Universalists this morning? Any random visitors? Yay, we do. We have all kinds of visitors this morning. So this is our traditional beginning of the new, out with the old year, in with the new year, GNU service. And we are really glad that you're here this morning. We have a new ritual that we think you will love and engage in. I do want to say this morning that we're a lay-led church charged with the mission to offer joyful, mind-expanding worship services, provide opportunities for fellowship and spiritual development for children, youth, young adults, and adults, promote social change, and inspire service to the larger community. On Sunday mornings, we aspire to fulfill that mission by inviting other UUA ministers, other religious professionals, and leaders from community organizations working for social justice, as well as our own members to be voices of hope, courage, and spiritual or intellectual transformation from our pulpit. This morning, we have, as you know, a special service. So this morning we have member and director of religious education with executive responsibilities, Katie Shivani Gelfand, who is also a high priestess. She'll be leading the service, and we're also delighted this morning to have Cassie Francon. I've got it all wrong. Let me read my script. I thought I had it.
Watson Francione.
Cassie?
Watson Francione.
There you go. She's going to be providing lots of, and we've been trying to, convince Cassie to just come live with us because her music really does make our spirits soar. This morning we are also privileged to have as a musician Jermaine McCarthy, who grew up in this church, who I'm going to do one of those old people things and say, I've known Julian since he was this tall. So, he did. So I will remind you, first of all, we kind of have a problem this morning, but it's a good problem. You may have noticed we ran out of hymnals, so I'm going to ask you to share, or you can look in the card in the back of the seats where there's a QR code, and one of the QR code on the top will give you the order of worship, so you can use your smartphone instead of the hymnal if you would like. It has all the text and all the hymns and readings in it. Or you can do something really friendly and share your hymnal with somebody who doesn't have a hymnal. So, okay. So,
Can I make one announcement about kids before you're done?
okay, so we do have a spotlight announcement today we have a spotlight. Do we have a spotlight announcement? There's our spotlight. So yes, Zaid is the spotlight. We are having a child dedication service this morning to invite yet another young man to grow up in the UU church. And he's eager to be the center of attention already. So with that,
Can I make an announcement?
oh sure, I will let Katie make an announcement.
I'll do the spotlight announcement. Because we have so many families, welcome young people, always delighted to see you. I want you to know this is an intergenerational service, so your young folks are welcome to participate. It is an engaging and interactive service, so they're welcome to stay in here with us. There's also a little activity table in the back of the sanctuary over there if you want to be in the space, but you also feel like coloring or playing with some blocks or other toys you may have brought. You're welcome to do that, so you're still sharing space with us. Participate when you want. And there's also a nursery. The ushers can direct you there where there's like more games and a couple people hanging out to help out. So lots of options, and you can choose all three or just one. So just want to make sure that your young people feel very welcome here to be themselves. That's it.
Now, if you'll please rise in body or spirit and join me as we read our call to awareness and amends. And you can find that in the back of the hymnal if you have one, but you can also find it on the QR code. I'll read the regular text, and if you would read the italicized text. We gather today at a crossroads.
On the land the Choctaw call Wabancha.
the place of many tongues.
A place we call home.
But we are newcomers to this land.
While native peoples are of this land, the Caddo, the Natchez, the Choctaw, the Chiminea, the Huma, the Tunica, the Lekwasi, Takakashak, and more.
Know that we gather
On land that was stolen,
the spoils of colonialism and broken treaties,
of forced removal and genocide.
acknowledging this history is just the first step.
We must set ourselves to the task of repair.
Where we have harmed,
We seek to heal.
where we have taken,
We seek to give.
where we have disparaged,
We seek to honor.
just as a flame of our chalice
Lights
lights.
our way to beloved community.
And if you would remain as you are for the chalice lighting, please.
Our chalice lighting today is "The End is the Beginning," written by we are sent forth to make a new beginning.
Please remain as you are and join in singing our opening hymn, number 364 in your hymnal, "Come Sing a Song with Me." Come sing a song with me. Come sing a song with me. Come sing a song with me, that I might know your mind. And I'll bring you hope when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time. Come dream a dream with me. Come dream a dream with me. Come dream a dream with me, that I might know your mind. And I'll bring you hope when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time. Come walk in rain with me. Come walk in rain with me. Come walk in rain with me, that I might know your mind. And I'll bring you hope when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time. Come share a rose with me. Come share a rose with me. Come share a rose with me, that I might know your mind. And I'll bring you hope when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time. Please be seated.
I'll now invite the three of you to come forward, and also the Godfathers, if you'll come and stand over here, please. I can think of no better way to ring in the new year than with a child dedication. Today, we are blessed to participate in the dedication of Zaid Alexander Joseph Rogers. Woo! This is especially meaningful for me because one of Zaid's mothers, Kendra, and I grew up together in this very church. It is a true honor to offer this ritual for this wildly special child and family. Amber and Kendra, would you please introduce yourselves and share the names of all the loved ones who have joined you today? If you want to, you can come stand here.
I'm Kendra Joseph Rogers.
I'm Amber Adams, and I'm joined by my mother, Charlotta Adams, my aunt, Annette Adams Beckford, and my cousin, Natalie Beckford.
And we also have here my dad, Eric Paul Joseph, my mom, Jafia Christos Rogers, and we have Zaid's Maji, Gwendolyn Dunnigan, and his Nana Ann McLean and Titi Amelia. We also have his uncle Dan Ramaya and Tasha, his great aunt, and his nanny Jennifer. Not most importantly. Sorry, I was trying to hit everybody. Thank you for having me.
Wonderful. Welcome, family. We are gathered here to welcome Zaid into our religious community, celebrate his life and birth, and to bless him spiritually. And for all of us, ritually, to commit to the development and care of this beloved child. We'll begin with the charge. I will now charge each of Zaid's support groups with their commitments to him. When I ask you each a question, please respond with, sorry. Okay. Please respond with, we will. To the parents first. Kendra and Amber, you have the most important role in forming the character and spirit of this child. And you do not have to do it alone. You will be his first experience of love. From you, he will learn what love, trust, and forgiveness are. Will you show him what it is to love and to be loved?
Yes, we will.
Will you let your people help and support you in parenting?
Yes, we will.
Will you share your communities with him and teach him the most expansive meaning of the word family?
Yes, we will.
Thank you. Yeah, buddy. All right. And to the family, if you will please rise in body or in spirit to take your charge. Beloved grandparents, aunties, uncles, cousins, you will shower Zaid with affection, adoration, and wisdom. From you, he will learn family and ancestral stories. He and his parents will need your support and care. Will you encourage Zaid to explore his interests and to become his own person? Yes, we will. Will you help him to know his own worthiness and to recognize and celebrate it in others? Yes, we will. Will you help him to fully engage in the joys of life and to offer support to him in times of suffering? And will you teach him how to do the same for others? Yes. Thank you. You may be seated. And to the godfathers, Zaid has a whole crew of godfathers, many of whom could not be here today. In addition to these two present, also, Uncle Aubrey, Uncle Oheen, and Uncle Jason have all accepted the honor and responsibility of being Zaid's godfathers. As godfathers, you have been gifted a significant role in Zaid's life, gifted to you by Amber and Kendra. They trust you to become a member of Zaid's extended family and to actively involve yourself in his life and to bless him with your loving care, as you clearly are already. Will you support him in his spiritual development and exploration?
Yes, we will.
Will you encourage him to be curious?
We will.
Will you help him to know his own worthiness and to recognize and celebrate it in others?
We will.
Will you support him in developing meaningful values and help him to learn to live by those values?
We will.
Thank you. You can return him to the parents if you like. Zaid is clearly a child of abundant blessings, for not only have Amber and Kendra chosen to dedicate him in this Unitarian Universalist church where Kendra grew up, but also at Amber's mother's church in Washington, D.C., the People's Congregational United Church of Christ. And on this special day, we have, as we said before, all 3 local UU churches present. So the congregational charge for this child is bountiful. To you, the Unitarian Universalist congregations, will you model what religious community is for Zaid? Will you teach him about the value of our covenantal faith? Will you show him that he and all people have inherent worth and dignity? Will you encourage him in spiritual exploration and justice-making work? Will you encourage him to seek his own truth and meaning in life? Thank you. Welcome, Zaid Alexander Joseph Rogers, to your multifaceted and loving communities. You can be seated. We're to do the blessing. I will now offer Zaid a rose blessing. Thank you, with the harp is perfect. Okay, if you can come over here. I bless your feet with the energy of earth. May you be grounded as the roots of the oldest trees. May you have the enduring strength of the mountains. May you always be aware of your deep connection to your ancestors. I bless your belly with the energy of water. May you trust your gut and the knowingness of your intuition. May creativity flow effortlessly through and from your being, and may the waters of your body be infused with compassion and forgiveness, acceptance. I bless your head with the energy of air, heat. May your tongue always speak the truth. May you have expansive vision inwardly and outwardly. May you listen with focus and reverence to the wisdom of others. And I bless your heart. Yes, oh yes. Oh. I bless your heart with the energy of the divine spirit that you received so gracefully. May you explore and delight in the magical and mystical wonders of this life. May you always know your own sacredness. And may you always feel the love of your beloveds and the love of the divine. Blessed be. We will now close this blessing with a poem and prayer from Miss Gwen.
These words were written by Eugene Perkins. Hey, black child, do you know who you are? Who you really, really are? Do you know what you can be? What you can really be? If you try to be what you can be. Hey, black child, do you know where you're going? Do you really know where you're going? Do you know that you can learn? You can learn what you must learn. Hey, black child, do you know that you're strong? Do you know that you're really strong? Do you know that what you can be what you want to be. You can do what you want to do if you try to do what you can do. Hey, black child, be what you can be. Learn what you must learn, what you must learn. For tomorrow, your nation will be what you want it to be. Amen.
Again, welcome Zaid Alexander Joseph Rogers. You can remain seated, and we will sing once more the last verse of the opening hymn.
Come share a rose with me. Come share a rose with me. Come share a rose with me, that I might know you're mine. And I'll bring you hope when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time.
I invite you now to speak aloud the names of those in our communities and beyond who are in need of our prayers, ministries, and support. Let us hold these beloveds in our hearts. Following the prayer, we will enter into shared silence that you can use for prayer or meditation. We will close the silence by singing Voice Still and Small. Before we turn our attention to the privilege of personal transformation, where we welcome our next chapter, I ask that we first turn our hearts in prayer to those who do not have this luxury. Please join me in this prayer as I light this candle. I light this candle for all the lives lost to war in the last year. I light this candle for all the lives extinguished by genocide in the last year. I light this candle for the people of Ukraine. I light this candle for the people of Congo. I light this candle for the people of Palestine. I light this candle for all the poets, artists, musicians, storytellers, community leaders, and teachers whose vision and wisdom was extinguished too soon. I light this candle for all the faith communities and houses of worship destroyed by bombs. I light this candle for the children who have been orphaned. I light this candle for the over 10,000 children killed in the ongoing Palestinian genocide, and for their parents who suffer this unfathomable loss. I light this candle to honor these lives with dignity. I light this candle that we may hold the grief of the parents, the cries of the children, the prayers of the worshipers, and the wisdom of the culture bearers with strength and hope until they are free. Blessed be.
Voice still and small, deep inside all, I hear you call, singing. In dark and rain, sorrow and pain, still you remain, singing. Calming my fears, quenching my tears, through all the years, singing.
We are upon the threshold of a new year. In some ways, the turning of the calendar from December 31st to January 1st is no different than the change from Sunday to Monday. From toasting with champagne to making resolutions, what makes a new beginning an opportunity for a fresh start is ritual. Something has ended, and thus something new begins. How we mark this transition affects the ways that we move forward. A year is a long time to accrue pain, loss, hardship, challenge, baggage, regrets that we wish to unburden ourselves from. If we do not let go, we cannot make space for what is new. It is also a long time to accumulate gifts, blessings, joys, successes that we wish to carry onward across the threshold with us. Things that will continue to support us on our journey through this life. Today, we will work with the 4 elements, earth, air, fire, and water, in this 4-part ritual to intentionally and actively cross the threshold into 2024. Each element is a part of us and a part of all life. Each element carries particular qualities and characteristics and is associated with a cardinal direction. On our altar, a physical representation of each element is placed in the direction in which it dwells. In many pagan and Wiccan traditions, we call the directions and elements to welcome their energetic support in our work. Much like lighting the chalice, calling the directions also brings us into sacred space and marks the beginning of our ritual. I will now call the directions to begin our work of this 4-part ritual. Please rise in body or spirit, and if you rise in body, you are invited to turn and face the direction as I call it. Erica and Tina, standing in the middle here, will model which direction we will face. At the end of each call, you are welcome to repeat after me, welcome air or fire, or whichever element I have just stated. We begin in the east. Spirit of the east, spirit of air, direction of the rising sun and blessed dawn, we invite you to share with us the energy of new beginnings, inspiration, and the gift of music. Please be among and within us. Welcome air.
Welcome air.
And to the south. Spirit of the south, spirit of fire, we invite you to share with us your powers of release, change, and transformation. Please be among and within us. Welcome fire.
Welcome fire.
Spirit of the west, spirit of water, direction of sunset, we invite you to share with us your powers of blessing, restoration, shape-shifting, and vitality. Please be among and within us. Welcome water.
Welcome water.
Spirit of the North, Spirit of Earth, we invite you to share with us the energy of grounding, strength, gestation, and new life. Please be among and within us. Welcome, Earth.
Welcome.
And to the center, to the altar. Spirit of the center, source of all life, known by many names and also nameless. We invite you to bless our transformative work today with love and healing. May we feel today our interconnectedness with the four elements and with all of life. Welcome, Spirit of Life.
Welcome, Spirit of Life.
Thank you. You may be seated. We begin with earth and a stone and a reflection on what you would like to carry with you into 2023. The greeters will now bring around stones and markers. Please take one of each. You may need to share the markers, but I'm certain there are enough stones. In many New Year rituals, we are so focused on what was bad about the previous year and what we need to change about ourselves in the new year that we overlook the opportunity to reflect on the learnings, growth, and blessings of the old year. You are invited to reflect on the last year with a focus on what you would like to carry with you into 2023. What you would like to carry with you from 2023 across the threshold and into the new year. Consider what inspired you last year. Consider what you learned, what brought you comfort and healing, what grounded or freed you, what brought you joy or insight. Maybe it's meaningful work you are doing, a significant relationship, a hobby or spiritual practice, intentional growth you are working on. Maybe it is just a feeling from last year that you want to carry on. When you know what you would like to carry with you from the old year, think of a symbol or a simple picture that can represent that. It could be a heart or a flower, a spiral or a star, an animal maybe, or some abstract design or picture. When you know what the symbol or picture is, draw it on one side of your smooth stone. We will now be gifted with contemplative music as you first reflect and then draw a symbol or picture of what you would like to carry with you from 2023 into the new year. You may begin. onto your stone and the marker because you will need them both later. If you're still putting the finishing touches on your design, that's fine. For the fire and water portions of the ritual, we will be going into the courtyard, but not all at once and not right now. First, many instructions. The courtyard is the threshold where we will do the work of releasing the old year. When we come back into the sanctuary, we will officially enter the new year of 2024. Energetically cleansed and prepared to ring in the new year with intuition, with intentions for our future, intuitive intentions for our future. Because we are in ritual, please remain silent throughout the courtyard and the sanctuary unless you're Zayd. Because we demonstrate reverence for both ourselves, our process, and each other by maintaining this sacred silence. Because many of us will be crossing the threshold today, we hope to ensure an organically smooth flow in and out of the courtyard so it will never be too crowded. Some of us will write for longer than others, and some of us will be eager to get to the fire, so it should naturally work out that there's a smooth flow going into and out of the courtyard. If you finish early and you come back into the sanctuary, please be patient while others are doing their work in the courtyard. And please do not linger in the courtyard. I know the fire is tempting, it's very beautiful, but do not linger there. It is a space of transition, not visitation. Erica and Tina will be with the fire and water respectively, and Barrett as well. And they are available to answer questions if you need support while out there. Now that we have recognized the gifts of last year, we turn to that which we wish to leave behind. Fire is a powerful ally in transformation and is often used in rituals to support us in letting go and releasing that which no longer serves us. Using the small pencils in the backs of your chairs and the blank paper in your order of worship, you will write down anything you wish to burn away from the last year. Regrets, unhealthy behavior or habits, questionable decisions, drama, right? Drama, harmful thoughts or patterns like behavior patterns, lingering anger or resentment. Write it all down, any and all things that need to be burned away and left in 2023. I do recommend writing at the top of your paper, I let go of, or I release. And then your, I assume, long list. Maybe short, maybe some of you only have a short list, more power to you. When your list feels complete, we will have some music in a moment, and when your list feels complete, please make sure you're listening to instructions because there's a lot of instructions I'm going to go through and you'll have plenty of time to write your list. When your list feels complete, please come reverently into the courtyard through this entrance over here behind me. You'll enter here and then make a turn and go into the courtyard through that entrance. You'll approach the fire, place your paper in the fire, and watch it burn away all that you wish to leave behind. Please allow yourself for a moment with the fire to feel the energetic and emotional release. Once you have burned with the fire, go to the water altar in the courtyard to bless and cleanse yourself with sacred water. The ritual assistants will be there to help by pouring a ladle of water over your hands. You can gently rub your hands together to wash off the energy of 2023 and gently brush your wet hands on any other part of your body that you'd like to be blessed or cleansed with, like the crown of your head, maybe your face or throat, or I always like to do my arms and shake it out a little bit, wherever it feels nice for you. And then to finish crossing the threshold, you will continue through to the opposite door in the courtyard. nearest to the water altar, come through that door and re-enter the sanctuary and return to your seat. Here, you will please enjoy the lovely harp music and a moment of stillness and peace as you fully arrive in the new year. If you prefer to remain seated during this portion of the ritual, please just raise your hand and an usher or I will be happy to take your paper out to the fire for you and bring you some water to ritually bless or cleanse yourself with. So you can just get my attention at any point or once there's silence in the room, and I will be happy to assist you. So to recap, write down all that you want to burn away from the old year. Enter the courtyard. Once you're done, enter the courtyard through this door where you can see all of my lovely assistants going to take their stations. Burn the paper in the fire. Cleanse and bless yourself with the water. Exit the courtyard through the opposite door and come back to your seat in the sanctuary, all in silence. You may begin. Welcome all to 2024. With the final element of air, we will ring in the new year with bells and a singular intention. Please find your rock and marker from earlier. And now I'll invite you to take a moment to reflect on one word that you would like to bring into focus this year. How do you want this year to feel? What do you want this year to be filled with? What will be your guiding star? Maybe you would like to call in joy or laughter. Maybe this year you want to focus on your mental and or physical health, and your word is wellness. Maybe you long to prioritize self-expression, and your word is creativity. Choose a word that will create the atmosphere that all your other goals and intentions will live in. One word that you want to breathe in every day and welcome into your dreams every night. A word that will bring you closer to all that you are and all that you wish to be in this next chapter of life. When you have chosen your word, write it down on the other side of your rock. We will share a moment of silence now as you choose and write your word. In a moment, Tina, Erica, and I are going to come around with bells and invite you to each literally ring in the new year. When you are handed the bell stick, you'll ring it and boldly say whatever the word is that you have chosen. So, joy, okay? Then you'll pass the bell stick to the person next to you, and you'll take a singular bell for yourself from the basket that we'll be carrying. When you get home, you can put the rock on your altar, desk, or nightstand. You can carry it around with you. Hold it to remind you of what you've carried on from 2023 and where you want to go in 2024. Hang your personal bell somewhere you will see it regularly. Whenever you ring it, you will call forth your intention. We will now ring in the new year together. And now, one last time, all together, on the count of 3, now that everyone has a bell, we're going to ring our bell and say our word boldly. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Beautiful, thank you. And I forgot to mention, because all 3 churches are gathered here today, I did make 3 sticks, so each congregation will take one of the sticks home with them, and y'all can use it in however you want in your church. If you want to be reminded of your intentions or create intentions together as a congregation. So I have in mind which one goes to which, so I'll give one to Erica, but if someone from Community and Cynthia, I'll make sure to give Community Churches to you. To close our ritual, we are going to do a chant and a very simple dance or physical movements, if you will, to remind us of the ways that the elements are all a part of us. The lyrics or words to the chant are in your order of worship. I do invite you to rise in body or spirit. If you need to look at the words, you can. I think you'll catch on pretty quickly. Erica is going to help me demonstrate the movements. And we're going to go over them and the words 3 times together before we begin. So, earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. All right, now we're gonna sing it. Everybody ready? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. Okay, where's Zaid? I'm just kidding. Okay. All right. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. Earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. my body, water my blood. Air my breath and fire my spirit. Earth my body, water my blood. Air my breath and fire my spirit. Earth my body, water my blood. Air my breath and fire my spirit. Earth my body, water my blood. Air my breath and fire my spirit. Earth my body, water my blood. Air my breath and fire my spirit. Earth my body, water my blood. Air my breath and fire my spirit. Earth my body, water my blood. Air my breath and fire my spirit. Earth my body, water my blood. Air my breath and fire my spirit. Earth my body, water my blood. Air my breath and fire my spirit. Earth my body, water my blood. Air my breath and fire my spirit. Thank you. You may be seated.
Generosity is a spiritual discipline, and we can now practice our act of giving either by placing your offering in the collection plate or by texting GIVE to 504-608-7030. Or you can use the QR code in the order of worship. I do want to tell you, before you write the check or hit the number, that this being a GNU service, the offering goes to the work of GNU, that organization that's helping us all be connected. Okay? And so if you do it through the text to give, or if you do it through the QR code, or you write a check, be sure and put 2024. If you make a note that this is for GNU. Okay? So we'll take the offering while Cassie Watson Francelon plays. honestly, I never knew I loved the harp so much. If you will all read with me, we will, and maybe y'all can step forward, we'll bless this offering. The words are in your order of worship. Gifts to this community of faith are gratefully received. I'll read the first part. Let us acknowledge these gifts by reading together. This gift from the abundance of my life blesses me, our ministries, and the world. And if you will please stand in body or spirit, and we will extinguish the chalice. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
We release the directions and elements, north and earth, west and water, south and fire, east and air, and the spirit of center, and thank them for their presence and power in this ritual. May you be inspired to notice and celebrate the elements within and amongst you throughout this year. Our circle is open but unbroken. May the spirit of life and love live forever in your heart. Merry meet and merry part, and merry meet again. Blessed be. If you can make sure the markers get returned to the altar in the center or to Erica, please return the markers. Thank you.